You need to take religion seriously. The religion of Allah is not a part-time thing. It's not a weekend religion. It's not something that you do when you have free time. It is a full-time commitment. Allah Azza wa Jalla is telling Yahya, Ya Yahya, khudh al-kitaba bi quwwa. Oh Yahya, hold the book with strength. And Allah Azza wa Jalla told Bani Israel, وَإِذَا أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَكُمْ, we have taken a covenant from you. And then Allah Azza wa Jalla says, خُذُوا مَا آتَيْنَاكُمْ بِقُوَّةٍ, take what we have given you with strength. So the religion of Allah is serious. And it needs serious men. This is a religion of men. And that was the characteristics of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. They were men. You know, they were not weak and wishy-washy. They would not water things down. Their religion wasn't a vegetable soup. Their religion was serious. They committed themselves to it and they were strong. They were strong in the battlefield. They were strong in their ibadat. They were strong in their commitment. They were strong against the enemy of Allah Azza wa Jal. Strength was part of their Islamic character. Rasulullah says that Allah loves the strong believer more than He loves the weak believer. So it's a serious religion. You know, we don't want to see the brothers, they're strong and active when they're on the street, and then when they start practicing Islam, they start dangling their hands and their eyes become dizzy and they become weak and feeble. You should retain that strength with you as a Muslim. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum, men or women, when they committed to the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal, nothing whatsoever could change them off track. Men or women. With Abdullah bin, one of the Sahaba, Abdullah bin Hadath al-Sahmi, he was taken as a prisoner by the Romans. So the Roman king inquired. He said, among the prisoners of war, do we have anyone who was a Sahabi? Because there were many Tabi'in. So he specifically said, is there any Sahabi among the prisoners of war? They said there's one, Abdullah bin Hadath. So the king wanted to meet him. You know, the Sahaba to them were something special. They wanted to meet, so they brought Abdullah bin Hadath. Now, this Roman king knew or heard about the qualities of the Sahaba radiallahu anhu. So he told Abdullah bin Hadath, he said, I'm gonna marry you my daughter and give you half of my kingdom if you would give up Islam. Look at this offer. Half of the kingdom and marry you my daughter. Abdullah bin Hadath said, I don't need your kingdom and I don't want your daughter. Keep it for yourself. So the king said, bring one of the prisoners of war. So they brought one of the prisoners of war and they threw him in boiling oil. So as soon as it was so hot, when they threw the Muslim in it, he burned so fast. Abdullah bin Hadath said, I saw his bones poking out of his flesh. You know when you fry chicken, see the bone is surrounded with flesh, but when it fries, the flesh shrinks and the bone comes out. That's what happened to this Muslim. He fried in that oil, so Abdullah bin Hadath said, I saw his bones coming out. The king told him, that's what I'm going to do to you if you don't give up your religion. Abdullah bin Hadath said, go ahead. So they picked up Abdullah bin Hadath, and when he was above the boiling oil, he started to cry. The king said, that's his point of weakness. He gave up. Bring him back. The king now was very happy that he was able to pressure Abdullah bin Hadath into giving up Islam. So he told Abdullah bin Hadath, why did you cry? Abdullah bin Hadath said, I didn't cry because of the reason you think I cried. The reason why I cried is because I was so sorry that I have only one soul to give to Allah, and I wish that I had 99 souls so that you could burn one of them after another. That's why I tried, because I can only die once. I wish that I could burn this oil for 99 times. The king said, there's nothing I can do with it. So then the king said, to save face, he said, all what I want from you is to kiss my forehead. And if you do that, I will free all of the Muslim prisoners of war. Just kiss my forehead, that's all. Abdullah bin Hudhafa thought about it and he said, if it's going to benefit the Muslims and all of the prisoners of war are going to be freed, why not do it? There's no kufr or shirk in it. And it's going to save the Muslims, so he went ahead and kissed the forehead of the king. All of the Muslims were released. Abdullah bin Hudhafa made it back to Medina and Umar heard about the story. So Umar bin Khattab, he saw Abdullah bin Hudhafa in the masjid and he went to him and he kissed his forehead. And he told all of the Muslims to kiss his forehead because of what he had done. So they were serious.
They will try to buy you out and said, do you want to join us? So they said to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we'll give you the keys of the Kaaba, we'll make you our king, our leader. We'll give you all the wealth, the silver and gold that you can ever imagine. And in some history books they said, we'll give you women for you to stop preaching this message. And the Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you should put the sun in my right hand and the moon in my left hand for me to abandon my mission, I will never stop preaching this message until Allah makes it become triumphant in the land, or I die before that takes place. So the Rasul refused to sell out. And the Kafirs claim every man has a price. What do they say? Every man has a price. Now when they say every man has a price, they are talking about Kafirs and hypocrites and apostates. A true believer cannot be bought. I hope you are listening. A true Muslim cannot be bought. Your price is paradise in the bodies of green birds. Can Kafirs give you that? Impossible. Only Allah can give you paradise. This is why you, the believer, you do not sell out, because you know that only Allah Ta'ala can give you what you are yearning for. Kafirs cannot give you what you are yearning for. So when the Kafirs said every man has a price, it's not talking about true Muslims. This statement is for Kafirs, hypocrites and apostates. The Ummah has waken up, and there is only one way for you now. There is no more soft Islam. There is no leaflet manhaj. Just put a leaflet on the lamppost and the government will pop it. There is no more leaflet manhaj. And there is no more curry manhaj. Just go for 40 days in a masjid and eat curry and give dawah, and the victory will come. No more curry manhaj. There is no more democracy manhaj. Just drop a leaflet. Oh, look how wonderful Allah is. Just put the X and drop the leaflet, and the victory will come. There is no more democracy manhaj. There is only one way forward for you now, and that is jihad fi sabilillah. And even if you don't want to do jihad, the Kafirs are going to bring it to your doorstep. Because a Muslim woman may be walking down the road, like what happened in Swindon, and they beat her with baseball bats. That's your sister. It's your sister, even though you don't know her. Because the Rasul said the Muslims in their love, mercy and affection for each other is like one body. When one part of the body is affected, the whole body is affected. So even when you don't want jihad, the Kafirs are going to bring it to your doorstep. So the days of soft Islam is over. Because the Kafirs, they're not preaching soft, they are preaching hard. They're not talking. They're not talking, they're killing. They are killing you in Chechnya, they're killing in Palestine, killing you in Iraq every day, 24 hours a day, every day. So the days for soft Islam are over. Because the Kafirs, even if you don't want to wake up, the Kafirs, they are making sure that you wake up by killing your men, putting your scholars in prison, and raping your women, robbing you of your natural resources, digging tunnels underneath your masjid to topple your masjid and demolish your masjid, occupying your holy land, robbing you of your natural resources, putting your men in concentration camps, putting your women in rape camps, killing your scholars, and demolishing your izzah. So even if you don't want to wake up, you have absolutely no choice. You have to wake up because the Kafirs are forcing you to wake up, willingly or unwillingly.
للهدى والحق وفقني إلهي فعلى توفيقك اليوم اعتمادي يا إلهي